So you just lifted your truck, or maybe you're just starting to look at suspension upgrades, and you keep hearing about upper control arms, or UCAs for short. Now, if you're new to suspension, it's easy to think, why would I need to mess with those? My truck already has them on. But here's the thing, your upper control arms are a critical part of your front suspension geometry. They control camber, caster, and wheel travel. And once you lift your truck, the stock upper control arms often become the limiting factor in both ride quality and performance. Today, we're breaking it down. Stock versus aftermarket control arms, what they do, why they matter, and which one is right for your build. So first, let's talk about OEM upper control arms. Most vehicles, like our 4Runner here, come equipped with stamped steel upper control arms. They're designed around stock suspension height, stock wheel travel, and the average driver who's mostly on pavement. At stock height, they work fine. They're durable for everyday driving, they keep alignment within spec, and they're inexpensive for vehicle manufacturers to make. But here's the issue. Once you lift your truck, say 2 to 3 inches, the geometry changes. The ball joint in a stock upper control arm is only designed to articulate so far. When you add a lift, the ball joint is now working at a steeper angle, which can limit your suspension travel, put added stress on the joint, and make it harder, sometimes impossible, for an alignment shop to get your caster and camber within spec. This is why so many people experience wandering steering or uneven tire wear after installing a lift, but keeping the stock upper control arms. The stock arms just aren't designed for those new angles. OEM arms also use standard ball joints and bushings that weren't designed to handle the extra range of motion that comes with a lifted suspension. If you push them too far, you'll end up wearing them out quickly. So stock upper control arms are great for factory setups, but quickly become the weak link once you start modifying suspension. That's where aftermarket upper control arms come in. A good set of UCAs are designed to correct your suspension's geometry, which allows your truck to be properly aligned after a lift. That means better handling, more stable steering, and longer tire life. Whether it be the ball joint itself is in a new location or the upper control arm has a lot of adjustability to get your suspension geometry back to OE spec. You can see when comparing these two control arms that the ball joint is in a completely different location. Most aftermarket arms also use stronger ball joints or uniballs, giving you more articulation off-road and better durability overall. As you can see, the aftermarket ball joint has more movement than the OEM one, allowing for more suspension articulation. Your OEM ball joint could be the limiting factor up front to not getting as much articulation as you wanted. On top of that, they're often built with beefier materials, so they hold up better to harder use compared to the OEM stamped steel arms. These two aftermarket examples on the table are tubular and billet aluminum. Not only do they look way better than the OEM one, but they are also way stronger. Now, if you're in the market for new upper control arms, here are some tips and things to look for. There are many brands out there that offer different styles of upper control arms. Whether it be the materials they're made from, the type of bushings and ball joint that is installed, the amount of adjustability they have, all this is going to change how they perform and how much they cost. Steel and tubular upper control arms are going to be on the cheaper side of the scale. They look good, they're strong, but they don't have the serious style points like a billet set. If you're looking for function and more form, then a billet set is going to get you there, but that comes with a hefty price tag. For example, this tubular set here is around $850 and this billet set is around $1,500. But you can see that the billet is definitely more visually appealing. Another big thing when deciding is what style of bushing they have installed. Your two choices are typically rubber bushings or Heim joints. A rubber bushing is going to ride smoother and in most cases they are going to be greasable. In my opinion, this is the better option for someone that daily drives their truck but off-roads sometimes on the weekend. Heim joints, on the other hand, I would say are for someone who does more serious off-roading. In most cases, these are going to give you more articulation and adjustment, but the ride is going to be a bit more harsh versus having those rubber bushings to soften the rocks on the trail. You can also see that the Heim joints on these control arms are not greasable, so most likely these will wear out quicker as well. The last thing is going to be the ball joint itself. Some aftermarket ones will have an OE style sealed ball joint with a boot, and some will have a monoball or delta joint like these two upper control arms from Icon. Both styles are typically serviceable with grease fittings. The monoball typically has more articulation, but it's maybe not the best choice for a daily driver due to not having a boot to protect it from the elements. It really comes down to personal preference. So while you can lift a truck and run the factory upper control arms, you'll almost always run into limitations. Upgrading to aftermarket UCAs is one of the best ways to unlock the full potential of your lift, keeping your alignment within check, improving your ride quality, and making sure your suspension works the way it should, both on and off road. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you find it helpful. Don't forget to check us out at yodaexpedition.com for all your Toyota parts and upgrades. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment down below on which style you would be going with. We'll see you guys in the next one.